Welcome to Boss Nation. Boss Nation helps the real ones turn pain into power through laughter, through lessons, and blow off some steam on wild-ass stories. Let's go, Boss Nation. Today, we are going to blow off some steam on a wild-ass workplace story. The big promotion backstab. This one is savage. Let's kick this podcast off. Let's go. This is my co-host in the crazy. He color codes his grocery list. The real MVP of effort. My wingman in amazing weirdness. Put your hands together for the man, for the legend, my tag team partner, Manny Phoenix.
That's what I'm talking about, Boss Nation. And, what kind of introduction can I do for Jay? Now, this is my co-host. You already know him. He's the rhythm to my reason. That sounds a little bit, a bit out there. But this guy right here, his spirit animal is a squirrel. You know what I mean? What kind? Grey, red? I'll let you decide. With an espresso martini on the side. He's the catalyst behind any beautiful, dangerous decision that's ever happened in my life. Hot Indian tea is his pre-workout drink. Bring the roof down for your boy. Everyone give a shout out for JG.
How are you today, Manny?
I'm good. How are you, bruv?
Top of the world. Top of the world. Should you kick this off?
Yeah, what we got coming up?
So let's start this off with that wild workplace case of big promotion backstab.
Oh, right. So I read the brief for this one as well. Remember, judge, jury, executioner for me at the end. Jay's going to go through the story. He's going to give you two options of what person should do. And then we're going to give advice. I'm going to get you guys involved. So this one, we've got a backstabbing promotion battle that takes things to a whole new level. Take it away, Jay.
Okay, so let me break it down. This is what's come through. Hiya, I've been working with this guy, Mark, for over a year now. And we've always been pretty tight, buddies. And when the promotion came up in the area, we both went for it. Here's where things went sideways. Mark knew something about me, something very personal that I shared, as you do, man. You share your things with your buddies. Something that I trusted with him. Basically, I crossed the line with the new hot intern and cut it off cold. Mark's been holding that secret like a loaded weapon ever since. Even now, every time I catch the new hot intern's eyes, there's like this silent charge. Like we both know exactly how messy it got. But I got to focus on my career. Now, out of nowhere, just before the interviews, Mark, my best buddy, starts spreading this secret. I confided in him. The kind of stuff I thought would stay between friends. Suddenly, the whole team knows about it. Everyone is side-eyeing me. Oh, man, that's nasty. Wondering if I'm fit for the job. And guess who gets promoted? Mark. He didn't even have the skills. I have the experience, but somehow, after everyone learned about my secret, my dark secret, Mark's the hero. I have no clue how to confront him. Do I call him out or do I let him have the promotion? Hold up. Like, Mark, I just think, what do we do?
How many times have it's like you guys don't learn. Don't defecate where you eat. Seriously. Stop doing it.
It's a running thing.
It's like, I'm going to get a t-shirt of it, a Boss Nation t-shirt of it. It's like, stop mingling with co-workers in just little flings. Go to the office next door on another business and mingle with their intern instead if you're that desperate. Jesus
Just take
Christ.
the lift to the next floor.
Yeah, just go, hi guys, are there any interns here that I can talk to? You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. Like, Matt just pulled a quick one, didn't he? He pulled off a full-on Houdini on this guy. That's a bit conniving. That's like... but that's the thing. Either the intern's told Mark or he's told Mark or he's found out and he's like, I'm going to use this. But you should never put yourself in a position to let someone use something like that. That's going to detriment your career. So you've only got yourself to blame. So he's weaponizing that trust. He's using it like a grenade. It's like Battlefield 6, hardcore Battlefield 6. She's basically took skills and wrapped them up in a dirty rumour sandwich, and he's sitting pretty with his promotion whilst you're left thinking, who ate my sandwich in the fridge? It's like, my sandwich from, Friends? That's my sandwich. That's what he's like. That's not a promotion, bro. That's like a dirty trick wrapped in a corporate bow. But hats off, because it's a dog-eat-dog game in the corporate world, mate. It's if you're like really like full on and you've got a lot of competition around you and there's a lot of people going through it, little things that can besmirch you in a way of not of good conduct that someone can bring forward, saying, well, do you want a manager who's been sleeping with an intern, or do you want someone who's focused to the company and doesn't get involved with other co-workers? That's how it's been positioned. And as a CEO, as a director, you're going to turn around and say, true, because that could cause a problem. And I want my leaders to lead and set the example in the company, which is dope with the intern. You know what I mean? Just when they come in, that could cause problems, could cause HR problems, harassment problems for the company. You don't want that headache. No. Does that make sense? As a senior director, you're only going to promote people that have their head switched on. And even though he has more experience, he's let himself down by his personal conduct. I always say this to my staff. It's not just if you can do the job. It's show me your leadership capabilities. Are you running to me with all your problems? Or are you taking initiative and doing it yourself? But if I've got a potential future manager and he's sleeping with somebody else, or he's an intern, you are not going to become a manager in my company.
So, like, I get what you're saying, like marginal gains, that gets you far. But, I live in the real world. When you got that little chemistry with someone and, I understand. But here's what I'm thinking, right?
But an intern, man. Interns are like off limits, and interns are in for like 12 months.
You have chemistry with, right? So these are the two things that I'm thinking. Option one, expose the secret, right? You go full savage mode. Take the secret back from Mark. Tell the whole team the truth. How Mark is out here playing dirty games for promotion. You set the record straight. So I agree with what Manny's saying. Like, you shouldn't be making these little shady moves. But if you're transparent, you've got nothing to worry about. Set the record straight, and let the chips fall where they may. And may it look like you're the honest hero. And Mark will look like the snake, because would you want someone in your office that would, throw someone else under the bus? Or option two, steal the show, right? When something is behind you, it's behind you. On to the next one. Okay? So what that means is, what I'm thinking is, you let Mark have this little win. You outperform him from now on. Use that rumor to your advantage. Turn that pain into power. Take that high road. Keep your head down and show everyone how good you really are. And Mark's promotion is his now, right? But you'll show him that, look, you're the real MVP. You're the one with the real power.
Yeah, like we don't know who this is, but whoever this Mark is, look, he's done what he's done to get the promotion. Now it's on you to showcase, are you that good? You need to stop messing around with people in the workplace. Find someone, go on Tinder, find someone else, right? There's plenty of fish in the sea. Yeah. Right. You now need to look at, right, karma is a powerful thing, right? So you need to focus on, right, I'm going to outperform him. So when he at a management level isn't able to make decisions or do the work that you're capable of doing, you got to highlight and flag that and make sure it stands out like a sore thumb, right? So he's played his dirty trick, right? But you've got a few options. You can expose him, or you can take the high road and show the team that real talent doesn't need to play games. I always say, I always have that viewpoint is, don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I mean? So
don't hate the player, hate the game.
You know what I mean? So it's like, don't hate me because I'm better than you.
That's right.
Just get better at the goddamn game. You know what I mean? Right. And the only way to get better is do it. So my viewpoint is, you messed up. He's used that against you. That's karma biting you. Now, if you want karma to bite him, I say, right, take the high road, show your worth within that company, and trust me, things like that will be forgotten quite quickly. And before you know it, in a couple of years' time, Mark will be answering to you.
Very true. Look, Boss Nation, I'm still floating on the fact that expose him, which you got to do, but at the same time, just grind on with it. What's behind you is behind you. So, Boss Nation, how do we deal with this promotion backstabber? Expose him. So, A, expose him and let everyone know what he's about, or B, keep grinding. Steal the spotlight without him. Tell us your thoughts. Drop your comments.
And if you know of any stories, you know, any like messages, your wild workplace stories, you know, someone that went through something like this, or you're going through something like this, we can help on the matter. We give honest, transparent, funny advice. We might take the piss a little bit, honestly. My final advice is stop telling me you slept with someone in the workplace and it's caused an issue with you in the workplace. That is the problem. But that's the problem that caused this in the first place.
But we live in the real world. Our heart's in the right place. We're only here to help. Right. Let's move on. What time is it, Manny?
Blowy Mondays.
Blowy Mondays.
I went way too into the mic for that one.
He was going all over it.
I was like,
slops. Right, big Blowy Mondays. Everyone already hates Mondays, the day where we vent, explode, call out madness from work or life. This is where our list kind of expands and we have to, we got to face it. But let's blow off some steam today on the office biggest pet peeve. So what's your bugbear, right? So I used to have this one guy in an office, right? He used to chew very loud, Manny, aggressively. And he would just constantly just rock on his chair. And I'm like, mate, get a rocking chair.
You should have got for his like Secret Santa like a little mini rocking horse.
Oh, what a great idea! Okay. Oh my, he's just a complete, just constantly, it's just an irritant. But saying that, my old manager used to schedule meetings in a lunch hour.
I'm guilty of that sometimes. But but the thing is, for me is. Sorry, guys. It's just my diary is so messed up. It's like sometimes it's only free time I have, but I won't put it in for the full hour. I put it in for half an hour. But that means they know that I'm even sacrificing my lunch. Does that make sense to do it? And it's only important things. Like we really need to catch up about this.
Yeah, it's the only white space you got. So, Boss Nation, what's the office pet peeve that drives you absolutely crazy?
I don't know. For me, if I was to talk about pet peeves, I have quite a few because I work a lot in the office. For me, it's people that are humming and singing when they're listening to music.
Okay.
Yeah, it does my absolute nutting. It's like, you got headphones for a reason, man. Shut up.
Right. Or random, like humming.
Humming. It's like you're distracting people around you. Get on with it, innit? Yeah. But anyway, that's just me.
So start the sentence in the comments if you can. The biggest office pet peeve, or whatever gets under your skin. Let's blow off some steam and keep it 100, because sometimes it's the little things, right, Manny, that pisses us off.
It pisses us off.
Okay, let's move on to the next segment. Let's play Fuck, Marry, Kill, my favorite boss top 3.
Favorite game.
I love this part.
Favorite game.
Fuck, marry, kill. Right, here's how it works. You know how it works by now. Fuck means fun for now. It's not forever. Marry, that's the essential. That's the one you can't live without. And kill, you gotta go. Overrated. Right, today, Manny, is childhood drinks. Fuck, marry, kill.
Childhood drinks. So what we used to have back in the day. Do you remember Sunny D?
Sunny D! Oh, Sunny D was amazing!
And then people stopped drinking it because apparently some kid turned orange.
The big bottle, right?
Yeah. Big bottle.
They used to get like a small version as well of it.
Yeah, they stopped doing that. I think you can still get it in some places, but they stopped doing Sunny D. I used to fuck with Sunny D. I fucked with that. It used to be nice. Especially
summer.
Good,
bit of D.
Summer. Yeah. Get a bit of that vitamin D. Just getting D in general. I think the girls used to love Sunny D back in the day. I'll marry like a Ribena carton. You know what I mean?
Strawberry or blackcurrant?
This traditional one, strawberry. You know what I mean? Like strawberry, like you got to like strawberry Ribena or blackcurrant Ribena. Well, that is traditional. When you were kids, dilute or little juice box, that would be it. I would.
I kind of transferred over to Robinsons a little the years.
Did you? Robinson's is all right. Robinson's fine. Like even now, as I think, yeah, but that's we're adults now. We're not kids. These childhood drinks. Back in the day, I never used to like yuzu. Never used to got it. I used to prefer fridge, so I'd kill a yuzu.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'd kill a yuzu.
Nah, I'd marry that. Like that Nesquik kind of either that chocolatey kind of flavor. A Yazoo. Yazoo was an old school banana or strawberry. No.
Oh, what used to be the one where you used to get it in like it'd be sealed lid,
plastic.
Yeah, and then you just stab
so
the straw.
You not even said it.
I don't know. Yeah, you knew exactly.
Plastic,
yeah,
and you'd either bite the bottom off because you lost the straw.
Marry that.
Or you used to pop the top.
Yeah,
mate. Isn't there this thing where this cheap plastic can get into your system or something?
Yeah.
That had it.
It's why we've got all these. It's why we've got all these problems now, mate. It's why we've got all these health problems now. But back then, still to
so
this
is that
day.
Your fuck, marry, kill?
That's my fuck.
For me, right? I got to agree with the fuck the Sunny D. That's I'm loving that, right? I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna kill Caprison.
Caprison. No, Caprison's classic.
You gotta go.
No, Caprison,
you gotta go, right? But marry, I was gonna say the Nesquik or the Yazoo, right? But I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember those panda drinks? And he's
Panda Pops.
Panda Pop. Oh, old school drinks.
Yeah, he's got the red and the blue under the panda on top, man.
Yeah. We're talking childhood, so that was I'll marry that. That was the GOAT. Yeah. We're talking about goats. That was the GOAT. Right, now let's do one from home personas. Right, Manny? I'm going to list you the 5. You're going to give me the fuck, marry, kill. So the first one is the hoodie. Always in a hoodie, camera off, but somehow thinks he runs the show, right? The pajama professional. So hot top, shirt, tie, underneath is just in his boxers, right? Third one is the background flexer. Always on Zoom, bougie little kitchen in the background, or the clean green garden that you can see. You think, wow, this guy's got it going on. Or number 4, the chaos kid parent. Kids crashing every meeting, like the kid's like an unpaid intern, right? Or the mute struggler. So never knows if they're on mute. Hey, am I on mute? Can you hear me now? Never knows if they're on or off. So fuck, marry, kill. Go, baby.
Right, I will fuck with the pajama professional.
Okay.
I'm wearing pajamas. No, I'm wearing pajamas underneath.
Hey, you can't knock. I love that you actually wear pajamas. Oh, I love that. He's real. He's authentic.
I'm authentic. I'm not even lying. So like, I'll fuck with the pajama professional. 100%. Sometimes, like if I'm working from home, and because I start early.
Pajamas.
Oh no, they're bougie. John Lewis, they're bougie. Ooh, yeah. We're at that age now. We're not kids anymore.
That's right. Right.
Now, gone are the days of the Capri Suns with your, little funky pajamas. For me, I'll marry. I don't mind a hoodie because I like to wear my Mr. Bubble on my Bubble hoodie, especially winter. So I'll marry a hoodie because like I don't mind that because it's if it's branded in particular. So for me, right. and I always wear branded hoodie, and I don't mind that because winter time and it's always cold. We only get a bit of sun in the UK. Hoodie is the go-to thing to wear as long as it's branded and it's on brand. I don't mind that. Right. Chaos parent, I gotta kill. I'm sorry, you gotta have control over your kids. If you're on a Zoom and it's a very important meeting, I don't want to be distracted by stuff like that. I don't mind a mute struggler sometimes because obviously they're muting on and off. I just put that down to incompetency, really.
You gotta kill the struggler. I hate it when they're speaking.
It's tough because it's between the two. But I'd say
the phone that keeps going off.
Yeah. Like, yeah, oh, yeah, shit, sorry, I didn't put my phone aside. Did you hear that?
The guy that's struggling to put his phone on mute.
The background flexor, I don't mind because I don't really care where you are, to be honest with you. You know, I'll fuck with that as well because, like, even sometimes when I need to jump on a call, but I'm on the road or if I'm in London and I'm in between meetings, I will find a nice, like, you know, if it's summer, I will find a nice place with a garden or something and jump on, you know, and do it. Or I will find a really nice restaurant, you know what I mean? I'll just go in and find a like cafe area to do it. But it's just a nice professional setting. Does that make sense? It's just professional view. That's why you do it.
I don't know. For me, it's kill. You got to kill the. I feel like the person that's constantly like talking, am I on mute or not? It's like grandma with a new phone, right? It's just they're struggling with the whole tech. But yeah, I'll go with that. Right, let's move on to morning routines, or more importantly, morning struggles. So I'm going to list you the 5, and you're going to tell me which you're going to fuck, marry, kill. First one is the snooze abuser. So 17 alarms, and they're still late, right? They got 17 kind of breakdowns. Number 2 is the caffeine zombie. Doesn't function. You can't talk to that person. You can't talk to her until she's had like the 3rd or 4th coffee, right? The third one is the mirror narcissist. They take like 45 minutes doing their hair, and it's still 2 hours later, they're still fixing it in the morning. Then moving on to email kind of scroller, lying there in the morning, or they're just sitting there in the morning, they're constantly just scrolling, pretending they're probably just working through emails. And the guy who I forgot to shower shows up with bedhead. Fuck, marry, kill, go.
I swear you've got a camera in my room. like, right. I'll fuck with the snooze abuser. Like, I do I have alarms that go on at certain times, but I
really,
but I set them off a bit earlier.
I just do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like in my head, I'm like 5, 4.
I've been trying to do that, but then by the time I get to 1, I'm back to sleep because I've knocked myself out.
3, 2.
I'm gone.
That's hilarious. That was a long 5 seconds, man.
Yeah, it was a long 5 seconds. The next 15-minute alarm goes off.
The best 5 seconds of your life.
So I'll fuck with that because I don't mind snoozing, but I set my alarm off early enough that I allow for a couple of cheeky snoozes. This helps. I'll marry the email scroller because that is me. Like, I literally, like, when I'm up in the morning and I get up, like, I'm getting up at like 7. Does that make sense? So it's not like I'm snoozing till like 8, 9 o'clock. I'm like up at 7, and then I'm literally like, alarm goes off, I look at it, and then I have my phone, just notifications just come through.
Right.
And then I'm just looking at stuff just to make sure. Sometimes for me, it's just to make sure there's nothing urgent, like staff have till 7:30 to call in sick or to do something. So generally, you want to check your phone to make sure no one's dropped a message or WhatsApp or call in.
Do some damage control.
Yeah, it's damage control. It's just like just check any emails, make sure nothing came over overnight, urgent, or a client wants a quick call because something's gone wrong. We live in a digital world, you know. It's what we do. I will kill the caffeine zombie. Like, honestly, like, I don't even drink coffee, and I'm a director of 4 companies. Yeah, and if you can't function without one coffee or a few coffees, you've got a problem. You need the only thing that helps your brain more than anything else is water. So you need to drink water in the morning, H2O. Your brain needs oxygen and water. It doesn't need caffeine. Your body doesn't need caffeine at all. It just needs water and oxygen and fresh air. That's it.
That leads to cravings. So this goes on to the next part where I'm thinking leads nicely to our personal story, our personal boss banter. So it started off with one simple craving, right? The biggest, crispiest, legendary fish and chips outside of York. So I call Manny and I say, Manny, GPS for mine is 3 hours. What are you thinking?
You've been hyping this spot for weeks as well. It was with another mate, and this is this is called Murgatroyds. So this is like the elite fish and chips near the Leeds Bradford Airport. So everyone from Leeds knows, you know.
That's right. So I'm thinking, right, Manny's hungry. Give him a call, and I'm just there for the ride, right? So turns up, if it turns out to be a full-on road trip, right? Manny insists, no, we take the scenic route. I'm like, bro, it's just fish and chips. Like, we're not doing a nature review. There's like narrow country lanes.
But it's countryside. This is Yorkshire, right? So if you're going to go, up into, towards the airport, there's some nice scenic views you can take from where we are.
Exactly what you said. You drive, you're like, oh, look, there's a sheep there. Look at Yorkshire.
You're from Midlands, bro. I don't even think you've seen I don't even know what a tree Yorkshire looks like.
That's very. You're getting chopped down. You're getting chopped down for new houses.
You're still paying for that business subscription where you can smell a tree.
That nature, but Yorkshire's beautiful. Yeah. So we pull into a service station though, and Manny's in his big Ford Ranger truck. Then we get back on the road because you have to fill up in petrol. Suddenly the GPS reroutes us to avoid any roadworks, and instead we end up behind this tractor. And we were there for ages. Took an age, get there, and the queues like snakes round the block of the building. Do you remember the size of the queue, Manny, of the place? People were everywhere.
Peak time though. We came at peak time. We had to wait for a table. So
that's right.
Yeah.
We're all waiting for the same fix. Manny has a debate with that old couple in the queue. You would say, right?
I want. Yeah, but I want our listeners to listen. I want to vote on this. Okay. Because this is true. I'm a gravy guy, straight away. Yesterday, I had my first trading session.
Curry sauce.
And they were talking about what I like your bad food habits. And I was like, well, I'll have veg as long as there's gravy. You know what I mean? So I'm Yorkshire gravy, Yorkshire pud all the way through. And other people
love gravy, don't they?
Some people like curry sauce. I'm like, nah, I can't fuck. We need to do a fuck, marry, kill on fish and chips.
Oh, that's the next one. Boss Nation, what you think for the next one? Should we go with that? We'll try and do that. Right, so we were getting close to the door anyway because the queue was long. And the first thing that hits you, if you remember, Manny, was the smell, right? It was worth the wait. But the Ford Ranger's petrol bill, Manny, my gosh, you might have paid for the whole group. And the next time I said to you...
You took a video, remember, whilst you were eating, and this big plate arrives, right? And I put it down, and you're recording me, you look at me, and I'm like, ooh, proper Yorkshire.
I turn around to Manny thinking, right, the petrol bill's been the whole group's meal. Like next time we do pizza, right?
Nah, as long as we take the scenic route. Okay.
You're going to take the organic route. That leads on to what the fuck of the week? Whoop, whoop. Right, anything that we've seen of the week. Right, let me talk about this really quick. So a few days ago, visited Battersea power station again. Oh my gosh, that place, I can't get over the restoration work they have done. It is done to perfection. It's anyone that likes buildings or in the construction world, not even in the construction world, but you just like the fact that it's done to such a perfect standard. So Battersea power station, as you may or may not know, have a control room A which powered half of London, including Buckingham Palace back in the 1930s. Fast forward to today, it's redeveloped which has cost them over 9 billion. Not million, that's a B, billion. From coal plants to luxury flats. And this shop says it's one of the UK's, I would say, biggest makeover. And I also asked if I could hire a small kind of section, bit of a do. And just a small section, Manny, they wanted like £15,000 plus VAT. Just a very small event, right? I was like, what the fuck? Does that come with like that? A bartender with the switchboards, but the switchboards
better come with some
amazing.
Yeah, I better get coal and energy for life for 15 grand. Just a small piece of stuff.
Still use it.
Still be that room better be nuclear powered. You know what I mean?
So it also has a secret. I don't know many of you might know or not, but it also has a secret underground tunnel network. They used to carry coal beneath the sites many years ago, like a hidden kind of labyrinth under London's most iconic building. So some tunnels are so long and maze-like. So imagine like exploring that in the dark. It's eerie. Imagine doing hide and seek there, Manny.
Oh, that'd be sick. we'll take the scenic route.
I love that.
Right. We're moving straight into zero to boss moves segment. Our next segment, we always talk about zero to boss, right? There's a boss in every family tree. Who's yours? Before a boss moves, they make a sacrifice. Sometimes it's not a happy history. It's the one that's we never like talking about. Someone who did the work doesn't really get recognized. We're standing on their kind of shoulders. So you have a story for us today, Jay, don't you?
That's right. So what we're talking about is the one again who changed the bloodline, right? The main Turok Makto. From which film, Manny? Avatar.
Have you seen the trailer for the new one?
I know I haven't.
The fire one.
I need to get it on. I need to get it on.
Excuse the pun, but it looks fire.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. So I used to work in the corporate world many years ago, and I have been inspired by meeting all these different kind of inspirational people, heard about their story, know about their background. And, as I went along, I always write one or two things that kind of give me that humble pie, right? So give me some motivation as well, because there's times where we do have big moments and fun moments and a bit over the top, but we need to be grounded a little bit. But anyway, this young couple, so this unsung boss of the week, a young couple from Punjab in India. So my mom was born in Bristol, but my dad was from Punjab, right? So I can kind of resonate a little bit through my dad's side. However, this couple came in the 70s, no degree, just grit. And the reason why I remembered them is because remembered her, should I say, because she became a widow. Right, she became a widow in early age, so she's got 3 kids, no income, and a world that kind of expected her to fold. Right, but folding wasn't in her nature. She started a small kind of small tiffin business. So she started selling chapatis, homemade rotis, wrap it in local like foil, and then walk it over to small factories, loads of metalwork factories around there where she lives. And during lunch hour, rain or shine, she'd walk for miles and give the food out. And the factory workers will love it. Like, Auntie's here, right? Lunchtime is served. And then she slowly moved into a small kitchen. So tiffin food service, hired 2 helpers. So she had that. She didn't kind of read business books, but she ran on her instincts, right? That gumption that you run off, right? That survival. But today, her youngest grandchild runs like a full service catering business for a wedding company. Wow. Well amazing, right? Well family owned, couple of vans, right? Up and down the UK, all because of one woman refused to sit down in sorrow. Right? She didn't just make meals, she made moves, right? And that's what you call a boss. I remember her saying,
we always cut that.
I remember her saying, I realized no one's going to come to save me, right? So I need to stop waiting. And I need to build a version of myself that doesn't need saving, right? And just take one order at a time. So Boss Nation, who's the real OG in your family tree? Right? The one who you look up to, the one who we stand on their shoulders, and we will read the realest story out there. And I want to know different continents, different countries. Yes, I've met many people in my life, but I want to know about this. There's so many other countries that people have come from, all the parts of England, all the parts of the world. I want to know. Tell me your beautiful story.
Have you noticed the trend here, though?
Their country.
That original boss person in the family. Like their next generations, what they go on to do. So they start with something small, and a grandchild's running a huge, wedding catering business with vans, employing a lot of people. You see, like they set the foundations for success, but it is on the next generation to identify that success and move on. So, right, who are the OG bosses? We want to know. Tell us who survived impossible odds, built something from nothing, most sacrifices that still pay off today. Let's keep that zero to boss energy and put it onto our next segment, which is Business Spotlight. We talked about this a little last episode, and we talked about how Gymshark went from a bedroom brand to a $1 billion powerhouse. Do you buy or use anything Gymshark? Jay?
My boy Ben, B-Town boy, of course. Gotta rep him.
Yeah, well, I don't, because I don't fit into anything. That's why I'm going back to the gym. So maybe I'll start repping him. Maybe Ben can sponsor us. I just love his story. Yeah, maybe Ben can sponsor us. His story
is unbelievable. And he's not
19 he started his business at. So I'll go through it. So 19, Ben Francis, he was hand-packing orders in his parents' house. No investors, no fancy team, just his mates, a sewing machine, and a vision. And here's how he did a real glow up. Started by making his own gear, couldn't find gym where he liked, so he literally made it, stitched himself between classes. Literally, did it himself. That is taking the initiative or something. That's where if you see something and you really feel passionate about it and you want something better, you do it yourself. Does that make sense? And you prove that you've got a better product. He then built it across social. He built it through influencer marketing predominantly. No TV ads, no billboards, gym culture, low online tribe, early Gymshark. Fans became lifelong customers. He even did a funny thing with the name during lockdown and called it Home Shark. So that people would stay at home, change the name. Scaled the right way, focused on drop culture, limited launches, built hype, sold out fast. This wasn't just clothes, it was a movement. You started seeing big celebrities, brands, gyms really feature that kind of product. The logo was sharp and cool. Again, built all on a Shopify platform, and they have a dedicated team. Turned into a global beast in under a decade, valued at over $1 billion, sold in 180 plus countries. Ben stayed CEO until he stepped aside at 28, so in 10 years. He still owns around about, I believe, 70% of the brand, a young king move. You prove you don't need a massive team to build a brand at all in a company. So a big shout out to that, because that is a boss move. And this is what we mean. Not all bosses have come, and made certain sacrifices. They've seen opportunities and gone at it and given it at the time. There's that famous quote, which is that the point at which it feels the most scariest to jump is when you jump.
Love that.
Because then you never will. You never will. Does that make sense? So it's
you're always dipping your toe in the water.
You're always dipping. You can't dip in and dip out. You just got to jump and see and hope you land. You will land. It's just how you land. But you will learn a long way and how to build your parachute on the way down. Essentially, that is entrepreneurship. Is you've already jumped, but you are, whilst falling, learning how to build a plane, a parachute, whatever, to make sure you land securely at the bottom. But that fall isn't a short fall. It's a long fall, provided you do right things. And this is all that Ben's done. So big shout out to him. Well done, you. I think it's good to be showcasing, brands like this. And I think next time we're going to mix it up a little in our next series in terms of where we talk about more local businesses as well as big businesses. But these are like businesses you should aspire to do and be like. So, which band should we break down next week? Drop your suggestions, in the comments. Jay, Legacy, and Hustle. Empire, purpose, timing, people that you believe in. Tell us what you believe in.
That's right. And all I can think of is bada bing,
bada boss.
Bada boss.
That's how we
so I've actually met Ben, and I know you're saying local businesses, but he was a local business. He was a local business for me. I've met Ben quite a few times in Nando's. Every time I've ever seen him was in Nando's. And I've met quite a few, successful people and celebs. And I'm not just saying this because we're talking about this, but that guy gave me time. Literally, I was there, was with my wife, and he had his order, and I had my order, and we were just talking, and I was talking about him, and he asked about me, we were just talking about just general chit chat, and then weren't that just hi or bye, see you later. We had a full on chat, and can I just say, for a young guy, he's got an old soul, right? He's got that. He's not forgot about the kind of the golden nuggets that potentially our parents have kind of taught us. And one thing I love about him, and because I've been very shy about this for many years and never really talk about it. Most people did deity woodwork, and most people did food. I did textiles at GCSE. I was the only bloke in there, and I know how to sew. And if you ask my wife, anything, I am the best at sewing. And if this guy can sew, and he took it to another level, hey.
Oh, I really wanted to go,
I can
gay. Why did you say that?
I'm telling you. But Ben, repping the B-Town, but you know what? Good job on Gymshark. Keep going. You're building. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful in Solihull. Right, let's switch this up to B.O.S.S and Bogus. So, as we already discussed, we're talking about ways of making money. People make money the traditional way, but there's weird and wonderful and wild what the fuck ideas where people are making money. So, Manny, I'm going to give you a business, and you're going to tell me if it is B.O.S.S or Bogus. Okay, so the business.
I hope we got some serious stuff today. Oh.
So the business, the Breakup Box, a company that mails a personalized breakup recovery kit, tissues, chocolate, sad playlist, self-love guides, and a mini hammer to smash something symbolic. You choose the name of your ex, and they will write it on a plate and let you break it. What do you think?
I actually believe that would be a boss business. I think that's a real business. I would be surprised that you do that.
So
And right now in the current dating game, people are breaking up left, right, center, with the amount of flings and stuff that are happening with this literally hookup culture of like 2-3 months with someone and then breaking up. Oh, it wasn't for me. I'd say I say this is real.
Yeah. And you are correct. It is B.O.S.S. It's a real business. They market it as emotional support through destruction therapy.
I would call it more as like a little gimmicky thing to help you get over a breakup. Like
Good
that
point.
kind of thing. But no, I think that's a smart little thing. I doubt it go huge, but I think if you partner with like Tinder or something like that, and they can see every time you're no longer in a relationship, but you come back, they can send you a breakup box.
One customer's review states, I smashed the plate, then blocked him. 10 out of 10. Will use again. Oh, God.
Will use again?
They charge £40 per box. Heartbreak is expensive now, as we already discussed. Yeah. Next business. Well done, Manny. So the next business is Sockfluencer. So an online course that teaches you how to become a socks influencer. Specializing
sock is in the sock you put on your feet.
That's right, your socks. So specializing in foot angles, sock styling, and toe composition to grow social media brand. So to build your own socks brand.
What is this?
What do you think?
What is this for the OnlyFans account? Because someone's got a foot fetish.
Oh, he's onto it.
No. This has to be bogus. I mean, I just think when you say Sockfluencer Academy, like I can imagine there being some Sockfluencers out there because I know people that run like sock businesses, directly. But a Sockfluencer Academy,
so an academy where they help in clearly
how to
people grow
toe composition. What the fuck is toe composition? What do they do? Just go get a tailored sock from a suit store or something like that, and it's like measuring like your inline of your toe. And then the size of your bunion as well, and to compensate. Jesus, it's bogus.
Depends what you like.
If this is a real business, I am going to be like, what the?
So what you're going for?
Bogus.
And he is right.
2 out of 2.
It is clearly it's not a thing. So but you got to admit, Manny, we are TikTok trend away from someone selling the toe because people are selling the toe pics for money anyway, right? Yeah. So socks influencer might be the next big thing. Right, now let's finish this off on my favorite segment on rock, paper, scissors. Boss Nation Tank edition. So the loser dives straight into, we get messages sent in over the years. People have always shared with me, what do you think? This will work, that will work. Now people have sent me stuff where they either got a problem and they've got a solution to fix it. And the loser would have to mock it or rock it, right? Yeah. So Manny, it's 3-1. Is he coming back for the big comeback? It's not about the setback, it's about the comeback.
I don't know. We'll see. 3-1.
But remember, I never lose, baby.
I always win. So remember, it's together at the same time we go. It's 3, 2, 1, and then shoot, right? So do it at the same time. So 3, 2, 1, shoot. Boom.
Boom. You delayed then.
No, I went straight in first. I went in first. You were like really late in your finger up.
That one didn't sit well with me. But anyway, okay. So here we go. The message. Right.
I'm going to change your motto from I never lose to I always lose.
B.O.S.S Nation Hotline. Here we go. B.O.S.S Nation Hotline.
Tinder for leftovers. All right, hear me out. Tinder for leftovers. So you batch cooked for the week, life gives you new plans, and you're sick of throwing away good food, untouched food. So you post a picture of your untouched lasagna or tubs of chicken curry, and then someone in the area swipes right, and boom, you've made a friend and reduced food waste. Call it swipe and bite, and maybe premium members can match only with people who have the same taste in Indian curries. What do you think?
Are you gonna roast or ride for it? Wow.
Oh, you got to take the lead. You lost. What you think?
Oh yes. Oh no. You're right. I think it's an amazing idea. On the fact that there's been times where, on a Sunday, for instance, we have batched cooked, and for the week, yes, I'm going to have this and X and Y, and then Wednesday comes along, and you're like, should we get some Thai food, or should we go out, or a program comes along, and you're like, right, we need to go out for so and so, or my daughter so and so got a program, and it's up to they've got a party, and then we end up eating over there, and then I have a full fridge that's not, which just recently made. It's untouched. It's uneaten, of course, and a lot of the times I do throw it away. And there's times where I'm thinking, hold on, if it's okay, there's so much I can give my neighbor, right? My neighbor's just a single guy, but there's times where we batch cook in the family I come from, and throwing all that away does hurt. It does hurt me, because there's places in this world where food isn't on good and ready. So swipe and bite. I love that idea. I'm rocking it. I'm riding for it, because I feel like you don't have to waste any food, and you can make friends. Like, oh, someone's into Indian curries, and they can share their Indian curries. You can share your Indian curries. Let's go, baby. I'm up for that.
I'm not. I'm gonna roast it. I think it's stupid.
Really?
Yeah. Like, you can go to food banks and give this kind of way, and you can go to places where homeless go for food at night, and places. So you could just drop this stuff off.
I've only ever dropped off like tins of cans.
But because people just think
cereal.
Yeah, but people think you just do that. There's weekly charities that go into Leeds with hot food, and you can then say, right, I've got some food that I can bring that I don't want to get wasted. That's hot, and I can put it into a few tubs. If you really got leftover food, give it out and go out and join a local charity or local community, and give it out, or get onto, the neighbours app and put it out to your local community, find family and friends that is it. Why would you need to create an app for it and take pictures and swipe like it's some kind of Tinder gaming thing? I think, no offense, I think that's just stupid. There's already apps out there where people can swipe and swear based on the food they cook and create, and they can create friends from that. But actually, I think I think it's just stupid. I think it's no difference than just giving any leftover food you've got to a homeless shelter or something like that. Just do that. Just go give it to a homeless.
Good point. But I see your point about making friends.
You can make. I see the point, but you can do that in your local community by going onto an app called Neighbours. And when you go on that app, it's called Nextdoor. So if you go Nextdoor, your local area community will be posting saying, look, I've got all this leftover food. You make new friends. The app's already there. People know that you're charitable. You'll get other neighbours involved in it, and you can start giving it out. And you can say, if someone on my Phoenix Streets wants to come in, I've already got some preset tubs. You can come at this time and grab yourself some tubs if anybody wants to have some fresh curry. You've made new friends in your local neighbourhood. Why would you need to get someone from the other side of bloody Leeds or Birmingham to come? Some random person that you swiped out of. Who do you know you swipe it with? I'm roasting that one. You can see I'd be like the Peter Jones in that situation on Dragon's Den. And I'd be like, well, it's why should I go, or Theoprothetes, why should I give, £50,000 of my child's inheritance? It's like, well, just
I can see where she's coming from.
I get the good vibe, moral element of it, but it's like there's better ways to approach that than just that I can create a business idea from this. No, that's the humanitarian thing, and just get involved with humanitarian causes.
Very true. We can agree on this though, Manny. No one's ever got poor by giving, right? So giving a little is always good. So any crazy ideas, but we kind of encourage it. Yeah. Tell us, right, Manny? Business ideas, pitch it to us. Boss Nation hotline. The wild ones will be read, right? Any crazy ideas, let us know. One of us will roast it or ride for it. leave us a voicemail or message on, what's the number, Manny?
077 5777 3870, and that number is 077 5777 3870. Messages go to WhatsApp number or to that. It's just a dead phone that we have that you see Jay pulls up on the videos. Again, those people that think they're funny ain't gonna work. We get you, we block you, and that's episode 5 then of Blow Off Some Steam.
But I tell you what, though, we do get a lot of good comes through. And look, it's been pure fun, pure vibes, zero filters once again. And this is how we blow off some steam. This is Boss Nation. And always remember, Boss Nation, don't let the world change your smile. Let your smile change the world. Bada bing,
Bada boss.
bada boss.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby.